Hey folks, here we are out here at the forge. Uh, People are always asking me how I go about lighting my forge, and I'm going to explain it today. The first thing I do, this here's the fire pot. First thing you want to do is clean out your fire pot. Dig down there till you get to the grate in the bottom, and you want to dig this stuff out like this. This is clinker. And what this is impurities for when you're forging. This stuff all goes to the bottom of your fire pot. And in order to keep a good hot fire, you have to keep this cleaned out. So the first thing you want to do before you get your forge going is to get out here and dig down in there and get all your clinker out. And just throw that mess out because it's not worth anything. What I have here, this is just a piece of pine resin sap, solid, that's solidified, that I get out of the woods out here. And I usually just take a piece of that and put it right there over the air vent on the bottom of the fire pot. And what I'll do is I'll light that with my torch. And when I get it lit and burning, I will start putting what's called coke. And this is a piece of coke. This is a piece of raw coal, green coal they call it. And then this is a piece of the coke. And what happens, for people who don't know much about coal, is as coal starts burning, it does what people call coke up. It cokes up. And it actually turns into this coke as it burns, and that's actually the fuel that you will burn in the forge, is the coke. And you keep green coal piled up around your fire pot, and it slowly cokes up. And as it cokes and you need more, you take your coal rake and you just rake it down onto your fire. So that's what you're actually burning, is the coke. And it's a whole lot lighter material that's real brittle, unlike the green coal. But once I get this pine resin burning, I will put these pieces of coke on there and get those burning, and then rake a little bit of green coal down there, and then that's when my fire will take off. It takes some time because coal's a little aggravating to get going, but once you get it burning like that, you're pretty much ready to go. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and light this pine resin, and we'll go from there. Take my trusty propane torch, and we'll get that lit up and going. Once it gets burning, which it doesn't take much to get it going, you can start stacking some of this coke around. I just toss it on there. I always keep me a little bit raked out here when I clean out my fire pot. Just toss that on. All around a piece of resin. And as it sits there and starts burning, we can give it a little air from the blower, turn the blower on. And I have an air gate on my blower down here that controls my airflow. You don't want to open it wide open. You just want to give it a little bit of air because it'll blow it out. But as you see, it starts taking off once you get a little air to it. And now you can actually bring down some of the green coal around the back of your fire so it can start coking up. Because like I said, the coke is actually what burns. Now this forge is a home-built forge. I built this forge for pretty much nothing. I had the parts pretty much laying around. The fire pot is actually a brake rotor, and I'm actually going to be upgrading because I've gotten so busy with this and doing so much forging that I'm actually going to be upgrading to a professionally built fire pot. I will still build my forge table, but the fire pot is actually going to be a professional fire pot. As of this works well as for, say, a hobbyist forge, but to actually do the production work that I'm getting into now, since I've gotten busier, I'm going to actually need a professionally built fire pot. Like I said, I'll build, besides the fire pot, I'll build everything else. But as you can see, this is starting to take off now. And once it gets burning better like that, we can actually give it some more air. And we got it going now. Alright y'all, thanks for watching.